If I was starting from scratch on Upwork, here is exactly what I would do to get my first client. Now, bit of context about me. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency. I am top rated plus on Upwork. I've generated on the platform over $100,000. I even own a school community that teaches people how to get work off of Upwork. There's a link in the description of this video. This is all I do. I make these videos really to document my own journey, share tips and tricks, and really just share my processes that I've used to grow my own business. Now, Upwork can feel a little daunting when you're first starting, and a lot of people come into Upwork thinking that it's saturated and it's impossible to get work, or you can only get crappy jobs. Absolutely not the truth. Okay? When it comes to Upwork, I've landed very high paying clients off of it, and I did it from scratch. So when it comes to getting work off of Upwork, or really starting from scratch, I would split my process into 5 different steps, okay? The first step number 1, is to join my free school community. Okay, I know that's like a really ego-stroking plug, but I have a free school community in the description of this video that teaches you pretty much everything I'm going to talk about in the following steps in a lot more depth. Check that out. We also have free calls. Everything's free in there. Just check it out, okay? Number 2 is I would fully optimize my profile. So let's talk about what optimizing a profile actually means and looks like. Really quickly, sorry to interrupt the video. I just want to tell you something really cool that we've started doing with Inbox. I've actually created a school community where I teach you anything and everything I know about email and SMS marketing, from really advanced campaign strategies to how to simply set up your Klaviyo account, all the way to building really cool automations for the back end of your e-commerce store. Whether you're a business owner trying to learn how to do email marketing, or an email marketer trying to learn how to become a better email marketer, there is a link in the description to this school community where I teach you everything I know. Check it out, it's worthwhile. Book a call to have a chat with me to see if you're a right fit for the community, and if you are, I'd love to get you in there. Anyway, sorry for interrupting your video, let's get back to it. When you go onto Upwork and you create an account, Upwork gives you a progress bar, and it shows you everything that it wants you to complete. Those things, even though they are optional, like getting a profile picture, having a proper bio, filling in your language preferences and your certifications, they are optional, but in the eyes of the Upwork algorithm, they are mandatory. The more stuff you fill out within your profile, the more likely Upwork's algorithm is gonna serve you in the search results, right? So when people type in the work that you do, like email marketing expert, you need to make sure that you have everything filled out to ensure that Upwork can properly read you and then suggest you as a proper candidate for the job that the prospect is looking to hire for. So fill everything out when it comes to the setting up of the profile. Have a good picture of yourself, okay? And I don't mean like a selfie taken like this. Have a professional photo of yourself in that profile picture. Fill out your bio completely, tag the skills that you can do, or rather have, to make sure that people actually can identify you with search queries, and just make sure everything's dialed in properly. Complete your profile in its entirety. Have case studies. Now, I'm gonna speak in a second about how to get case studies if you don't even have any clients that you've completed. But if you do have case studies, bring those onto Upwork and fill every single thing out as much as possible. Now, some of you guys are probably asking, well, Gavin, like I don't have any clients. How can I create a case study without having any clients? Okay, which is a totally fair question. Now, once again, I go into this in depth in my free school community. I have a whole class on this, but the reality is whatever you are selling, you can create dummy examples of the service that you sell in a range of different ways. For example, if you are an email designer, right? You do not need to have worked with an actual client to design emails. If you are a video editor, you do not need to have an actual client to have edited their videos. You can find, for example, from a video editor perspective, raw video and edit it as an example for people. It doesn't have to be a direct correlation to a client having worked with you. Now, yes, your case studies are going to be better if you have results to show. But if you do not have that, you want to create dummy examples of the work that you could do by referencing other things on the internet. For example, SEO. You can create a case study around your SEO strategy. There's a bunch of ways to demonstrate your skills without actually having worked with a direct client. And you can do that super easily. So build a case study, even if you don't have clients, around your process as opposed to an actual client that you worked with if you do not have any clients. If you do have clients, highly recommend actually using a client case study, because a real life example is obviously going to work better than a dummy example. But if you don't, the dummy example is the second best option. Then, once you do get a couple of clients, you can then replace those dummy examples with actual examples of your work, okay? So that's number 2, fill in your profile in its entirety, okay? Number 3, this is something that very few freelancers do on Upwork, and when you do it, it puts you above pretty much everybody else on the platform. Number 3 is to go ahead and create a series of videos explaining your process and what you do, putting those videos on YouTube, and then taking those videos and bringing them onto your Upwork profile. You only need 3 videos, all right? I say 3 because it's a nice number and it shows that you've put in a bit of effort with multiple pieces of content. I've made a bunch of videos about the power of YouTube and why I make videos just like this, like the one that you're watching. But the reality is, when you get behind a camera and you speak about what you know in this exact way, it builds authority in a way that nothing else does. A YouTube video that you create explaining what you do is going to be so much more powerful than a written case study document. Now, I'm not saying choose one or the other, I'm saying do both. But if you produce a series of videos, and they can literally be just like this, obviously this video has graphics and music, but it doesn't need to be that fancy. You just need to have good audio and a decent camera. I'm literally using my iPhone right now, and you just need to record videos talking about what you do and then bringing those into your Upwork profile. The reason no one seems to do this on Upwork is because A, they think they're not good enough, B, they're shy, and C, they're lazy. Okay? But if you're willing to do it, you will be ahead of 95% of the other Upwork profiles that are in existence on that platform. So going the extra mile, producing a video or 3 like this, and posting them on your Upwork profile is gonna make it so much easier to close clients when it comes to getting on a call with them and you telling them, hey, check out my YouTube channel. And also, Upwork's gonna see that you have a video in your profile, and it's gonna push you higher up in the algorithm as a result, okay? So that is number 3. Number 4, when you are applying with jobs or for jobs, it's really important that when you're first starting, your applications are super personalized. Now, personally, I apply for about 70 to 100 jobs every single week, and I use a tool called Gig Radar. Gig Radar automates the process of finding jobs on the platform and then using AI to write a proposal for me that then gets sent to the prospect, making them personalized, okay? And I'm able to do that at scale. There's a link to that tool in the description of this video. But one really important note, if you're first starting, you probably don't have money to spend on a platform like Gig Radar. If you do, 100% do it. Get on a call with them, link in the description. But if you don't, the way that I would go about applying for jobs is trying to apply for 20 jobs per week, every single day, checking the vacancies and applying for 20 jobs per week. The way that you want to apply for these jobs is you want to record a custom Loom video and then send that Loom video into the application of the job itself, okay? This makes the application way more personalized. What you're doing is essentially telling the client, hey, I've already researched your project and I already have a solution. Here's me explaining how I can help. And then you apply for that job with the Loom video, okay? And when you check it every single day, you're gonna be beating most other people out there who are applying 2 or 3 days after. By sending a Loom video, you're able to show the client that yes, you've done your research. B, you're also to express yourself or able to express yourself in a much better way compared to what you would be doing if you were just writing stuff out. And you can truly demonstrate your skill set. Video beats out everything else when it comes to proving out your abilities and social skills and just general authority building. So recording Loom videos and applying with those Loom videos and making sure every job you apply for has a custom Loom video. It is custom to the client that you're applying for. This is if you're just starting with scratch or for scratch, because you're trying to get your first few clients on Upwork, and you have to spend a lot more time and effort to get those jobs, as opposed to somebody like me who is already top rated plus and who is already has like a bunch of reviews on the platform. To beat me, you just need to be more personalized and have a more complete profile than what I have, okay? And to do that, you just need to make sure that your proposals are very, very custom, okay? If you can make your proposals custom, you will have a much better chance of getting on the call with the client. Now, this isn't one of my list of 5, but bonus tip, when you get on the call with a client, make sure your camera is on and your audio is good. I'm telling you right now, I've hired so many people off of Upwork, and I instantly disqualify people who do not have a good camera and whose audio sucks. It's an easiest solution. It's the easiest solution, okay? So that's number 4, apply with Loom videos. Number 5 is when you're first starting on the platform, you're going to have to take jobs that do not pay well. That's the reality of it, okay? When you first start on the platform, you need to take jobs that are gonna pay less than what you would normally take. Well, the reason that's the case is because both Upwork and the person who's hiring you is looking for proof that you can do the job properly. And the way that the algorithm and the person looks for you and decides whether or not they hire you as the client, or the algorithm pushes you up further up into the job applications feed, is how many reviews you have on the platform and how much money you've made on the platform. If you're just starting, you don't have any of those things. So you need to supplement those 2 gaps, i.e. the reviews and the amount of money you have earned on the platform, with a lower rate. For context, when I first started working on Upwork, my hourly rate was $10 an hour, okay? My hourly rate off of the platform now is $250 an hour, okay? But I was charging $10 an hour so that I could get those first few jobs. Even though I wasn't really making any money from it, I was able to get those first few jobs and show Upwork that I was able to get money, right? They were paying me through Upwork, so I was able to generate revenue through Upwork. And I was able to get reviews from those clients, obviously really good reviews, because I over-delivered on the services that I sold them. And then what that did is it gave me an opportunity to increase my rates afterwards. So I showed the algorithm, yes, I can earn you money, and yes, I can make people happy from the services that I deliver. And then I also showed future clients, yes, I have positive reviews from previous people that I've worked with. And then you just rinse and repeat that process, okay? The more jobs you get and the more you earn, the more you can increase your hourly rate. And you keep running that strategy consistently. And I guarantee you, if you do those 5 things, you will 100% generate revenue from Upwork. Now, if you want more tips and tricks on how to do this stuff, please, I'm not gonna beg, I'm not begging you. I almost wanna ask my editor to remove the please. Keep it in there, editor. But you should join my free school community. There's a link in the description. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll see you in there. Subscribe to the channel. I make 2 videos like this every single week. Thanks for watching.